If you love romantic horror movies in general, these are some of the best in the genre, featuring the best of both worlds, the lovely and terrifying. Here are some of the best horror romance movies that stayed true to elements of romance.
6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
Number 10. The Lodgers. 1920, rural Ireland. Anglo-Irish orphan twins Rachel and Edward share a family curse that confines them to their home in punishment for their ancestors' sins, which enforces 3 rules upon the twins. They must be home before midnight. They must not let a stranger cross the threshold. And if one attempts to escape, the other will suffer the consequence. Rachel desires an escape, while catching the attention of a soldier in the village who is immediately drawn to the mysterious Rachel. She realizes what she wants is out there, in the free world. But will the guardians of the house let her? Number 9. After Midnight. After a 10-year relationship, Hank's girlfriend leaves him. He spends his days in melancholy, but a terrible creature begins to come to his house at nights and scratches his door with obviously unkind intentions. Hank tries to confront the creature, simultaneously recalling a collapsed relationship and trying to understand what went wrong with it.
You are enough for me, Abby.
Hey. Hell, I'm not entirely convinced it's not you. You're like a werewolf or something?
Number 8. Honeymoon. Bea and Paul are a pair of newlyweds who travel to spend their honeymoon in a lake town. However, things take a dark turn after Bea starts sleepwalking in the forest, where her behavior becomes erratic, and Paul struggles to understand what is happening. Number 7. Spring. Spring follows Evan, a young American who, after the death of his mother, decides he needs to reassess his life and take a trip to Italy, where he sparks up a romance with an alluring genetics student who harbors a dark primordial secret. Spring is a monster horror film that questions whether love can overcome even the most terrifying obstacles. Number 6. Beast. Beast revolves around 27-year-old Moll, following a series of murders on the island of Jersey targeting women of Moll's age. The entire community is on edge when Moll meets and falls for a mysterious outsider who empowers her to escape her oppressive family. When the outsider comes under suspicion for a series of murders, she defends him at all cost, but becomes doubtful as she sees his true colors. Number 5. Only Lovers Left Alive. Married for centuries and now living half a world apart, 2 vampires wake as the sun goes down. Adam, deeply depressed by the direction of human activities, reunites with his enigmatic lover, Eve. But their relationship is tested with the arrival of Ava, Eve's sister. Only Lovers Left Alive is a frightening tale of romance and gore all at once. Number 4. Thelma. The Norwegian supernatural horror film follows Thelma, a young woman from an ultra-religious Christian family who moves to Oslo to attend university. She begins to experience unexplained epileptic seizures as she gets to know fellow student Anja. When Thelma develops a growing attraction to Anja, she discovers that her feelings for Anja trigger uncontrollable telekinetic powers. As Thelma is thrown into unfamiliar territory, both in her overwhelming desire for Anja and in the sudden powers that she cannot control, Thelma simultaneously begins to discover herself in a world of inexplicable and often dangerous supernatural abilities. Number 3. Thirst. A Catholic priest who turns into a vampire as a result of a failed medical experiment and falls in love with the wife of his childhood friend, as he tries to navigate his newfound existence. What follows is the study of a relationship between two entirely different individuals who find themselves facing the same fate together. Number 2. The Fly. The Fly is a classic body horror film that tells the story of an unexpectedly tender love between a scientist who finds himself stuck in an experiment gone horribly wrong and a journalist who powerlessly struggles to stop his monstrous transformation. Number 1. Let the Right One In. The Swedish full-blooded coming-of-age love story of two outcast 12-year-olds who find solace in each other. The film follows Oscar, a sensitive, bullied 12-year-old boy living with his mother in a suburb of Stockholm in 1982, as he meets his new next-door neighbor, the mysterious Eli, who seems like a normal 12-year-old girl but is actually an androgynous vampire forever stuck at an awkward age of 12. The two gradually become friends, which grows into a closer relationship. Despite the fact that Eli feeds on human blood and Oscar fantasizes about murder, the two teenagers form a tender and innocent relationship that gives them both a sense of belonging.
Vill du bli ihop med mig?
Thank you for watching! I'm Maniacal Z, and this is the Top 10.